You can't hear?
Oh, he can't hear us. I don't think he can
Can
hear
you
us.
hear us?
Well, he said he can. Well, he just
Let's see.
You're probably gonna have to reset it again. StreamYard doing StreamYard
Oh,
stuff, man.
yeah. No
Yeah, so
StreamYard, man.
it's
Shit.
crazy. So
yeah.
uh my brother's in here this morning. Good morning, Eric Parker. That is BLB. No, wait, that's LBB. He's little big brother, and I'm big little brother. So what's going on, Eric Parker? How you doing? Eric says, "How do you get rid of Pitt's fully guaranteed contract?" That's a good question. I don't know, man. I don't know I don't know. I
Well,
don't know.
well, I think they did. Did they pick up his 5th year? That's
They
one thing
did.
I don't know. Yeah,
They
they
picked
picked
it up.
his 5th year.
Yeah, they picked it up. They picked it
Right.
up.
Right. Well, that to be honest with you, Eric, that part I wouldn't know. To be honest with you, I don't know how the whole cap thing works, but you know, that's why I hired your own managers to take care of stuff like that. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So,
yeah.
but I do know, yeah, I do know. Like you said, they did pick up his 5th year, but I don't know the logistics of it. I don't know. Chris might know, but how to get rid of it. But from what I saw and what I gather is that they're going to do what they can to move on from Kyle Pitts, even though they picked up his 5th year. I don't know. You know, I can't foresee him being here next year. To be honest with you, but Eric, like I said, I'm just going by the tea leaves and everything. But like as far as like the front office work is concerned, of how you can move on from somebody when you just sign them for a 5th year option, that part, I'm not privy to be quite honest with you.
Yeah. Look, if there's a way to do it, I agree with you. I think
It
they
can be
do.
done.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. If the Denver Broncos are able to move on from Russell Wilson and that contract, then anybody at any time can move on from a contract.
If they
That's
really
fair.
want to enough.
If they really want to,
Fair.
they can make it happen.
If
That's
they
fair.
want to enough. Yeah. True.
That is fair. King
Yeah.
Richie says, fellas, what's good? It's
Let it
snow.
snow.
Laugh
Let
out
it
loud.
snow.
Let it snow.
Yeah. It is
Yeah,
snowing out there,
yeah, it's
man.
falling
It
down
is
It,
there.
snowing, man. And I felt like a little kid for just a second, man. I was a little
Oh man,
sad this
you
morning
went
because I
out there.
woke up.
You went out
I
there and start doing
did.
snow. You start doing snow
Yeah.
angels. T. Will.
Shoot, man. Hey, it's cold out there, bro. I wanted to. I did. But you know what? Man, I took one step and was like, no.
No,
nah.
yeah. It ain't
Yeah.
going.
Not
It ain't
today.
going down like that. Yeah, I
Not
feel you.
today. Yeah.
Gotta,
Uh-uh.
gotta have your boots with the spikes in them
Hey,
today.
yeah,
Yeah.
you do, bro. It's thick out there. It's thick out there. My brother says, good morning, Eric. Good morning,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
So, hey, y'all. Kind of I don't want to say sad, but all three of us were on the Out of Your Falcon Mind final
Oh,
show the other night. And you guys did well. I saw you, A1. I saw you, Debo. Y'all represented well. Debo, just kind of talk for a second about Out of Your Falcon Mind and the impact that it had on you.
Oh, for sure, man. I let the guys know first and foremost, man. Like, Out Your Fucking Mind is an institution in Atlanta, not just content creators but Atlanta Falcon fans. Period. And the things that John and Mike did this season, man, it it was something that you can go to for real Atlanta Falcon content because, as we both know, John and Mike are definitely unfiltered. They're definitely unfiltered,
Oh my God.
and right, and that's to say the least. You know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
man? And but I expressed my sentiment to them, and basically my story was I've been doing YouTube for about 4 years or 4.5 years now,
Yeah.
but I'm in this space as far as like sports related space, just probably only like 6 or 7 months. So I'm relatively new, and I let them know sometimes if you look at other content creators, Atlanta Falcon content creators, the football acumen that they have, the knowledge that they have, and here come little old me, just not getting to a space. Sometimes that can be real intimidating, and you
Yeah.
start questioning, did I make the right move? Even though I'm a sports fan, do
Yeah.
I really know what I'm talking about, so to
Oh
speak?
yeah.
As time goes on, you start realizing, hey, I can do this. I can get, I can make my own twist doing it, have a good time doing it. But in the beginning, when I started doing this content creator thing, I got really like intimidated, by
Yeah.
just by watching shows. Like, man, there's no way I can get these people level.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about Out Your Fucking Mind. I came across Out Your Fucking Mind. I'm looking at these dudes. It's like, man, these dudes is like it's like being basically it's like hanging out with the homies pretty much.
Mhm.
If I could say anything about Out of Your Fucking Mind, it's like going to your homeboy's house and hanging out with the homies.
Yeah.
And, you know, John Michael, the homie, so to speak. You ain't got to sit there and, like, have, you know, stats being riled off over and over and over again, or, you know, predictions or how offense is being ran or what play. You know, you can just sit there and, you know, and just chill with the homies. And, you know, have somebody like Mike being what F it, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, you know what I mean? Just kick it with them. So the impact that those guys have in this space right here with the Atlanta Falcons, you know, that's something to be said about that. And the whole fact you got all those people, man, who want to stop what they was doing.
Goodness, man.
Show love. And I don't know how long y'all was in the backstage. I was in backstage for a minute. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't going nowhere, man, because I gotta give praise. You know, to what they did for us and the knowledge and information they gave, and they gave in their own little way. I love that show right there because like it gave me opportunity to just look at, you know, just look at somebody my level as an Atlanta sports fan and unfiltered. And that's rare these days. It's very rare to find you know, a show that's as unfiltered as that is, because, you know, a lot of times you want to just, you know, get on to impress or whatever case may be. They didn't give a damn. And then, you know, I was just, you know, I got on there to give them praise, and I'm going to give them praise right now, man. Out of Your Fucking Mind, you know, it was impressionable to me as a brand new content creator. It always will be.
Yeah, man, they're great. Chris, I saw you, man. Can you kind of talk to your experiences with Chris? First of all, Chris, you know everybody. I mean, everybody.
I do not know everybody.
Yeah,
man.
Okay.
I do not know everybody.
I'll call Chris at 11 o'clock. Hey, man, you know, so yeah, man, hold on. Let me put him on. Hold on. Like, Chris knows everybody.
Hey, the connect. Chris, the connect, man.
He's the plug. Chris is the plug.
Mm-mm. No, man, I try to lead that to RJ, man. I try to lead that to RJ, the plug, man. Shout out to RJ, man.
Shout out to RJ.
But yeah, I mean, shoot, Out of Your Falcon Mind, I met those guys, man, like a year and a half ago. Really about going close to like 2 years. I want to say close to that, but it was cool, man. As soon as I first met them, you know, they're the same people that they are on camera, same guys. You know what I'm saying? You can definitely if you say they're unfiltered on camera, you should see them off. Everything, but yeah, man, those guys, man, two great guys. From two different total, you know, lifestyles, way of growing up, you know, walks of life, or however you want to look at it. But when they come together, it's like, man, those are brothers right there. And that's one thing that I always just used to love about those two, their relationship with one another, chemistry on camera, off camera, you know, just period, man. Two genuine guys who love the Atlanta Falcons. And, you know, so you can't have any complaints about that, except for, you know, wanting them to continue their journey, you know, so with Out of Your Falcon Mind, because I love the name, love the show. John and Mike, like I said, they bounce off of each other. You can really say yin and yang, but they complement each other very, very well. And, you know, it's gonna miss those brothers, man. Shoot, also pound for pound, I want to give them their shout out as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, man, they've been doing work. I didn't know that they've been doing work in the Falcon community as long as they have, because shoot, I'm still really kind of new. I didn't even know it was so many Falcon fans, to be honest, and especially doing content. So to be welcomed into the space, you know, by Berto and Smitty, you know, over a year ago now, it just, you know, it's different. It's like, oh, okay, so we do have fans, you know, we do have people who cover the Atlanta Falcons, and yeah, we all get upset, but most of us, you know, thankfully we don't jump ship. So again, man, it's going to be sad to see. And I hate that we couldn't send our guys out with at least a playoff episode or something like that. And I really hate that, you know what I'm saying, too. So but you know, we'll see what happens moving forward. I know the guys said they'll be popping in and out and everything too. It's just, you just wish that they'd go back to the weekly shows and everything, because Out of Your Falcon Mind, fun show. Got the emails and everything like that too, man. They have different aspects of the show you're just going to miss. Mike with the awesome questions, you know, and John, you know, just doing his thing. I still need to get a couple of those jackets off of him, you know, those Falcon jackets that he got.
John be having them jackets, boy. Man, John be having them jackets.
Still got to find some kind of way to, you know, to come over and sneak away to his closet, you know.
For sure.
Man. But yeah, man, I love those guys, man. Wish those guys nothing but the best, man. Nothing but love.
Amen. So I was on there and I told him about this story. And I think I've told you guys this too. But, you know, for those of you who don't know, my mom unfortunately passed, I believe, May 16th this year. And prior to that, you know, we probably started, you know, I think she really got sick. She had a stroke in maybe November, and we didn't catch it until late December, early January. Anyway, I think it's March, right? And you know, I've just gotten some very bad news from the doctor. I'm about to place some phone calls, I'm about to upset some people. And you know, I'm bummed. I'm sad, you know, and I'm sitting in there and I put on Out of Your Falcon Mind, right? Just for a distraction. And Mike and John are talking. And bro, I will never forget this. I even know what I had on, but I'm drinking a red Faygo pop because that was all that was available. And I'm eating something. I can't remember what it was. And John says to Mike, what's up with you this morning? You seem a little off. Like, what's going on? And in true Mike fashion, Mike goes, yeah, I just had sex, man. I just had sex before I came on the show. And bro, everything I had in my mouth came out on that. Like, bro, I laughed so hard for like 25 minutes. I mean, I'm like, bro, I've never heard anybody do that on the show. And the way Mike said it, and y'all know Mike, it was just like that. It was just, yeah, man, I just had sex. Right. Bro, I laughed and I became a fan that day. And I told him on the show, I was like, man, I love y'all forever. I appreciate y'all. Mike, you just don't know what that did for me at that moment, man. I will forever hold you in my heart for that. And I appreciate it. So it's sad to see them go. You know, a great team, a great show. What I like about them is just they're authentic. They are who they are. They don't put on airs. It's not phony. They are who they are. And you know, I'm sad to see them go, man. But I tell you what, it was a true sign of respect for everybody that came on that show. Dude, Aaron Freeman was on that show.
Yeah.
Aaron, now you got Aaron Freeman, bro. You doing it. You are doing it. So yeah, man. Just a great show, a great time. Hate to see them go, but you know, I'm glad that, you know, to a certain extent, we got a chance to give them their flowers. So let's shift gears a little bit. Let's talk. Oh, and I'm sorry. Good morning, Raymond Collins. How you doing, man? Raymond says, "Good morning, fellas." My brother says he just noticed the snow. Wow. Okay.
Wow.
Just noticed it.
My brother's probably drinking his coffee right now, getting ready to start his day. But anyway, guys, let's talk about this Falcons offense. So from what I saw in those last two games, and specifically that last one, just phenomenal. My brother and I were talking last night, and I'm going to throw this out there, and I'm going to see what you guys think. My brother says, and I kind of have to agree with him, you look at Penix right now, that is the best arm in the league, bar none. The best. And I'll tell you specifically why. He made 3 throws in that game that I don't think anybody else can make. One of them is that first quarter pass to Kadero Hodge, where it literally goes to 3 people. The velocity on that, and he's running, mind you. He's running. Yeah. Let that thing go. It went through 3 people. 3 people like, It looked like Michael Vick in that Minnesota game when he ran in between those 2 dudes and they hit each other. I mean, just freaking phenomenal, man. And Kadero Hodge spins around, catches the ball, turns around, starts chucking down the field. Like, just phenomenal. There was that throw. There was the one where he scrambled again to the left side. I think this was at the end of the first half. And he threw it 30 yards to Ray. Threw a seed, like, spam, right? Catches it. Boom. And then the last one. And the most phenomenal one, and it wasn't as long, but it was just how quick it got on him, was that in cut that Drake ran to score, and Penix lets that thing go. And before any of the defenders can react, it's just like, boom, right?
No, for real.
My brother and I can only think of maybe 3 or 4 guys who rival his arm. Dan Marino, And my brother says
Oh,
that.
you talking about-
For me,
Oh, you
it's
talking
Dan
about
Marino.
all time?
Yeah.
All time, right?
Oh,
'Cause
I
that arm
thought
is
you were
special.
talking about the league right
Yeah, I
now.
thought it'd be like, yeah, right now.
I don't think there's anybody in the league that can throw it like that. I mean, you might be able to spin it, but bro, the velocity, because when he throws deep passes, they're not arcing. It's on a line. It's like if you in baseball and you hit a line drive at somebody. That's not like if you've got more arc to the ball and you just got to run to it. A line drive right at you, you got to catch that thing like it's coming, and it's got mustard on it. That's
Well, that pass to Kadero Hodge, I feel like that definitely was a laser. And honestly, most times you don't make that pass. You're not
No.
supposed to throw that pass. You're not supposed to throw that.
Right.
Right.
But Penix, with his arm strength and like the rifle that he has, that pass was able to get in there. And again, shout out to Kadero Hodge because that was a straight hands catch. So if he doesn't have the wherewithal and the hands and everything to even bring it in, that thing goes flying out of bounds, probably bust somebody in the head. So it's just like, so I mean, like honestly, like when he made that pass, I was like, whoa, that's crazy. I said, that's a throw.
That's
Because there's not a lot of quarterbacks in the league. Like it may be outside of Michael Penix, it may be like 3 at the most. You know what I'm saying? 2 at the most, and maybe he can even attempt that throw.
Yeah.
So,
like you said, Chris. Yeah, to be honest, yeah, like you said, Chris, he wasn't supposed to throw it, and like,
you don't know.
You should not throw a pass like that, but he has a skill set to do it. I totally agree with that, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So for me, all
making
time,
something out of nothing.
Literally, for me, all time, I'm going to say Dan Marino, John Elway. Because for those of you who don't know, Dan Marino used to break fingers routinely.
Oh, yeah.
It was known.
Yeah.
You go out there and you put that W, you better catch that thing. Because if you don't, it's to the sideline for you. And I've had that happen. It hurts. So Dan Marino, John Elway, for me, Doug Williams. Now, those of you who are too young to know who Doug Williams is, Doug Williams was the first black quarterback to win a Super Bowl for the Washington Redskins. He started with Tampa Bay. But Doug Williams threw a ball one time with so much velocity on it. It was a 20-yard pass that it knocked the receiver down. I'm going to say that again. The pass knocked him down. You know, Brett Favre, obviously. Brett could make those throws, man. Brett was another one who'd be like, the hell with it, man. I'm just going to chunk it. And a lot of times it has so much velocity on it, it wouldn't get caught. That's who Penix reminds me of. So with Penix and Bijan and Drake and Mooney and Algier and even Kyle Pitts, and Ray, you have an assortment of weapons. You got an offense. You got an offense that if you give them just adequate defense, just top 20 defense, they are in the playoffs and they're probably going to make a deep run. I hate to say it, but I'm just going to be real here. This is kind of setting itself up a lot like 2016. A lot. I don't know what y'all think about it, but you got an offense now that can get there, and you got a defense that, well, you know. Chris, you about to say something. What you got?
Well, I mean, I wanted to go back to as far as like comparisons and everything. I don't have a lot of great comparisons when it comes to that, but I do think I see some touches of some Warren Moon, some velocity, some velocity. Yeah, some velocity like Michael Vick as far as with the arm and everything goes, because we already know Vick would throw the pass and, you know, so you flying back. We seen the commercials. We see how far he can throw it and other things like that. Yeah. I hate to say it, but if we're just talking about his arm strength, you got to think about Jeff George ugly eye too.
You know, way better Jeff George.
I'm just thinking about just quarterbacks who just had that cannon. You know, so that's all I'm just thinking about.
Jeff George did have a cannon. He did.
He did. He didn't deserve it, but he did.
That dude was, man. You know what?
Nobody's studying him.
I'm not going to
man.
He was not a lot of people's favorite Falcon. Let's put it this way.
You know what? I'm about to say the least, man. He and Jeff George. Jeff George was something. When you say Jeff George, the first thing that came to my mind is when he was on the sideline getting into a June Jones. Y'all remember that?
Yep.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the first thing, and that it should be that. Nothing that man did on field. I remember. The main thing I remember him was going on the sideline, all up in June Jones' ear while June Jones tried to coach a football game, man. So that's one of the main things. But going back to to Penix, when you talk about the velocity, arm streak, and the accuracy, I don't know if you guys remember a quarterback by the name of Jeff Blake.
Oh yeah,
of course,
for Cincinnati.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Cincinnati Bengals.
And there you go. There y'all go. He reminds me a little bit of him with a velocity and an arm strength and a mobility. But I had to go back to that for some reason. Jeff Blake came to my mind. But yeah, definitely the sky's the limit with Michael Penix as far as like the passes that he's throwing, the connection and the trust he has in the personnel. Like you said, like you guys, like y'all touched on the pass he threw to Drake, and the passes that he's throwing passes before the guys are even making their cuts, and then it's connecting and it's trusting the personnel. And that part, with that respect, you gotta be optimistic about next year, man.
Mm-hmm. Hey man, what y'all think about his scrambling ability? How he was able to, get away from the pressure and run it in for the touchdown, diving style, Superman style. How'd y'all like that?
I loved it because you know why? I loved it because he read progressions. He went to the read, went to one read, went to the second read, went to the third read. You know what? Effing, I'm out. I'm gone, and that was it. You know what I mean? That's what you want. And Raheem Morris always talking about he wants, somebody who can process things, the elite processor. You can't get more elite than that to go one read, second read, third read. I'm out. I'm gone. And then he did it. You know what I mean? So, the scrambling ability he has and mobility, that's why I think it's so important. And I asked T. Will about this. I'm going to ask you too, Chris, about about McGarry. And him being the right tackle, he's going to have to he's protecting his blind side now. So, are we comfortable, with that, with the blind side being protected by him, by McGarry? And do we need to actually think about not a replacement for him, but for a right tackle that we know for a fact that who has the ability to protect the blind side of a quarterback, because we all know that Penix is a lefty.
See, this is what makes this tough. Because if this was last year, I think we all could be in agreement.
Mm-hmm.
But this year, I'm sorry. I mean, I got to give Caleb his due.
Okay.
Caleb McGarry's name has not been called a lot this season.
It really hasn't. No
matter who the quarterback was. His name, even when Penix did come in there, like he might have had like a slip, maybe even a stumble. But it wasn't just, him getting trashed out there.
Right.
I think the Falcons are going to evaluate that. They're going to see that, and they're going to make a decision. Now, you can cut him. He's not owed any guaranteed money. You can save money on him. But again, continuity. You got to think about that.
He's
the continuity along that offensive line. And when we run to the right, and when we run to the right side, when we got to have it, we're going to Lindstrom and McGarry.
Yeah.
Period. It's always been that way.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So my thing is that's another thing too. Is valuable in that run game, and we know that the run game is valuable. Why? Because we got Bijan, we got Tyler. So just period. When we had to have it on Sunday, and I know y'all guys seen it, and in the chat too. When we had to have some yardage, we always ran to the right side.
Ran to the right hand side.
We did. Yeah, we did. So guys, we got to shift gears a little bit. I'm about to place a call. It's a surprise for everyone in the chat. I bet you guys didn't know this, but we're going to call Raheem Morris this morning. And just get him
on the horn.
Yeah, we're going to get him on the horn. So, hey, Debo Vibes, can you do me a favor and turn your camera on for just a sec? We need to save the bandwidth for when we call Raheem.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah, absolutely. Let me turn my camera off. Right, save a little bandwidth for you guys.
We're gonna save some bandwidth. Yeah. So, Chris, you and I will interview Raheem. Okay.
Okay.
Ring.
Yeah. Hello.
Hey, Raheem. How you doing this morning?
T. Will, like I'm doing good, right? Right. A little bit slow outside. It's snowing. Good thing. We need a little snow every now and then, But I'm doing good, right? I'm doing good, T-Will. How about you, man? How about you, buddy? You doing good, buddy? Huh?
Hey, man, I'm doing good. Rise up.
Right.
Yeah, so you got me. Hey, you got me and Chris A1 here, right?
Good day, Coach Raheem. Good day.
Good day. Big time fan. Chris, like I love you, Chris. I love you, Chris. Like
Oh yeah.
big time fan, Chris.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you do big things. You do big things, Chris. I
Hey
love you,
man,
buddy.
just trying to do it for my skin tone, coach. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, we need
You
you.
know what I'm
We
saying?
need you, buddy. Hey, buddy. Hey, seriously speaking, we need you, buddy. Like the thing about it, Chris, like us guys, we can't just always just every now and then you gotta hold a timeout. Just every now and then you gotta hold on, just gotta hold a timeout every now and then, Chris.
Now, coach, is the timeout to like give yourself a straightening, or you just to hold it for later?
See, you're not listening. You're not listening, Chris. You never listen. You don't listen, Chris. That's your problem. You never listen. You're not listening again. All right. Like I just told you. I just told you. I'm gonna tell you one more time. All right. Every now and then you gotta hold. Every now and then you gotta hold the timeout, Chris. You know, all
Just
right,
gotta
bud.
hold the timeout.
You gotta hold the timeout, Chris. I'm telling you, just like I told D-Led, I told Zeno, I told Tori.
Yeah.
You just gotta hold on timeout every now and then. You know what? In some positions, you gotta hold on. Like you gotta just hold on to it. Right.
Well, I don't know. I've never held on to a timeout, so I'm gonna take your advice. I'm just gonna whatever you say, coach. Hey, man, I ain't never coached a day in the NFL. Probably
Chris,
never will. So
Chris,
it's just
Chris, the standard is standard. Okay, the standard is standard.
standard is standard.
Right.
So
Coach,
is it okay to hold multiple timeouts or just one?
Oh wow.
See, I've asked this question over again. I told Mike Bell. I told Zeno. I told Freaky. I told everybody. Every now and then you got to hold the timeout. I thought my offense I thought my offense would be a little more quicker, a little more faster. They weren't. Held on to it. Can't do it. Held on to my timeouts. Right. Like before I knew it, 34 seconds became 17 seconds. It happens. Right. So like at that point, you got to pivot. You got to pivot. You got to pivot, Chris. You got to pivot. Right. Next question.
Coach Ra, hey, look, I'm gonna coach my niece's flag football game.
Okay. That's cool, man. That's cool, T-Will. That's cool, man. That's cool. Right.
Hey,
okay.
Can I borrow some timeouts?
I like to hold on to my timeouts. I like to hold on to my timeouts, T-Will. I know. I understand. Like I get it. Right. I totally get it. I understand that. That's like your girl's flag football game. My timeouts roll over. I'm only coaching NFL whose timeouts roll over to the next game. Right. That's how it works. Right.
That's how it works. So, Coach Ra, a serious question. Michael Penix looks great. That offense looks great.
Yeah.
How do you feel about our offense going forward? And do you see us taking a step next year and actually making the playoffs? Give me your thoughts on that, Coach Rob.
Well, I'm gonna tell you something before I talk about Mike. Wow, I love Kirk. Let's talk about Kirk, okay? Let's talk about Kirk. Kirk's my guy.
Do we have to, coach?
Kirk's my guy. Kirk's my guy. He's gotten us this. He's gotten us this far. I'm not going to do anything with. He's our guy. Kirk's my guy. I love Kirk. Right. And the whole fact that Kirk guys are 6-3, that says about something about him. And look, I get it. Stats are for losers, right? But
But he fell off a cliff though, coach. But he fell off a cliff.
He did
Chris, who doesn't, right? Who doesn't?
You said who doesn't?
Right.
Joe Flacco right now.
See, don't answer that question. You don't listen. You're not listening again.
I did listen. I was answering your question. You said everybody does, and I'm like, well, Joe Flacco's still out there. Slinging it. I don't know. I mean, not everybody falls off, right?
Love Joe. Love him. What's your next question?
Do you know him?
Do you see? You see? Here we go again. We're not talking about Joe Flacco.
Did you know Joe Flacco? I was just like going to ask you, what was your relationship with Joe?
Okay, hey, bud. Let me tell you something, bud. Okay, I love Kirk Cousins. We're talking about Kirk. Okay, we're talking about Kirk. You know what I'm saying? He got a 6-3, and I'm not going to sit Kirk. Now, did we start Penix? We started Penix a couple of times. Yes, we did. But Kirk's my guy. We're gonna do some evaluations, right? See what direction we're gonna go, right?
Right.
And we're gonna take it from there. Hey, Chris, listen. Hey, look, the standard's a standard, Chris. Right?
I do know after the Cowboys game, the standard became 0-4.
Chris, stats are for losers. We don't worry about that. We're not worried about that. We're about the culture. That's it. Okay, and we don't like I told Zeno, and like I told Tori, and like I told D-Led. You have to tell D-Led. All right, we don't listen to outside voices. What we do is what we do in the building. What we do. What's your next question? What's your next question?
I got one.
All right,
but-
sir,
Chris, buddy. Listen,
me,
bud.
me.
Yes, yeah, you.
I have another question for you. I think I'm getting escorted out, sir. Y'all chill out. I'm trying to talk to Coach.
Yeah, you gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta go.
Trying to talk to Coach.
Yeah.
See,
You gotta
that's
go.
what I be talking about, bro. Just trying to
Oh,
talk to Coach,
wow,
man.
wow, hey,
Yeah,
Coach
you gotta go.
Rob, that's not
Chris,
nice. Didn't
you
have
gotta
to
go.
have
You
Chris
got-
escorted.
Gotta go. Gotta go.
That's not
Gotta go.
nice. Well, hey,
Gotta go.
Coach Rob, we appreciate it. I understand that you're riding to work this morning with Mr. D-Led. Do you mind if we could ask D-Led a couple of questions? Are you okay with that?
Well, yeah. Let me see. Give me 1 second, right quick. Let me get Led on the phone right quick. Chris, come back in. Chris, come back in.
It's
Come back
safe
in,
to
Chris.
Come back in, Chris. You're okay.
You can come back in, Chris. Hey,
It's safe to
Chris,
come back in.
come on
You're
back in, Chris.
okay. You're
Come in
okay.
there, bud.
Yeah,
Come
man.
in.
I ain't want to have to sneak back in here like Mission Impossible.
Yeah, you don't
Y'all
have to do
chill
that.
out. Y'all heard it, Coach, man. Watch out, man. Watch out. Y'all heard it, Coach.
Yeah.
What's wrong with the security, Coach?
Hey,
How you got
every now-
security anywhere and you a coach?
Well, he thought you were 2 Chainz, so he looked like 2 Chainz. By the way.
Oh, wow.
You look like 2 Chainz.
Lord.
He thought you were 2 Chainz, right? Like, but you're good. Everything's good.
wow.
Everything's good. Have a seat, buddy. Have a seat, buddy.
Well, I
All
wish
right.
those
Check
wins.
this out.
Well, you know about it. I wish those wins we were riding around and getting. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm just saying.
Hey, I hear you.
See.
Hey, so,
Hey,
Coach,
you
can you
and
put
me,
D-Led on?
Oh yeah. So, give me a second. Led, come here. I got some guys I want to talk to you right quick. All right. Here he comes right now. You ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
All right, okay, here we go. What's going on, guys?
Hey, D-Led, good morning. How you doing, man?
Led, what you doing over there with Raheem, man?
Just we on our way to Flowery Branch, just looking at the snow and everything. It's kind of snowing bad out here. What you guys up to?
Oh, man, we're just
well.
having, our For My ATL Sports One morning show. And look at D-Led. We just wanted to
Love
ask.
the show. Love
appreciate it. Oh, yeah,
love the
thank you.
show.
Oh, didn't know you watched. Oh, thank you there, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
love
you,
the show.
Mr. D-Led. We
I-
appreciate
yeah. Anytime I, get to watch some people every now and then who know they talking about I go to these Atlanta Falcons press conferences and they don't know what they're talking about half the time. So, but you guys, here with Rod,
Yeah,
just
I
here with Raheem, and Raheem is just driving around in the snow, about to do some things, and try to figure out why he ain't fired Jimmy Lake yet. It's all,
Now, Led, do you think Jimmy will be fired?
Well, that's the question. And like you guys know, yesterday and with Terry Fonten, and the press conference, and him not want to answer questions. Yeah, Jimmy Lake ain't going nowhere. In my opinion, he ain't going nowhere. In my estimation.
D-Led, are you
Well,
and
then-
Coach Rock going to Waffle House this morning?
Let me ask him right quick. Where we going, Coach? I told you. Oh. Nah, he say he just want to drive around in snow, get his mind off things.
There's a lot on his mind, right? Gotta drive through the snow to get it through.
Yeah.
Y'all
He has to deal with, a defense that gave up 44 points to the Panthers. How the defense give up 44 points to the Panthers?
I don't know, D-Led. I'm still wondering the same thing,
Yeah.
man. I'm still wondering.
I
the
can
same
tell you why. I can tell you why.
Yeah,
It was Jimmy Lake.
It
It was Jimmy Lake Lanier.
Jimmy
Jimmy
Lake Lanier?
Lake.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. He's straight trash. He's trash. But
Hold on. Wait a minute. Did my journalism ear just hear you call Jimmy Lake trash, sir?
I've been wanting to say that since I saw that light skinned man. Let me tell y'all something. Is it me or do he look like a bald headed Will Smith?
Come on now.
He's but 44 points to the Panthers.
D-Led, I didn't know you had that
44
in you, man.
I didn't know you had that.
I didn't know you
either.
had that in you, D-Led.
Well, I'm not in the press room. I'm not in the press. So I can say what I
Okay.
want right now.
Okay, this is
You know.
unfiltered D-Led. Okay,
Gotcha.
Yeah, unfiltered D Orlando. Y'all can call me Led.
okay, Led.
Y'all
Well,
can call me Led. Yeah, y'all seem like some yeah. So
hey,
yeah.
well, Led, we appreciate you joining us, man. Thank you. Look, feel free to join our Friday morning show anytime you want, Led. We appreciate you, man. I'm a fan of your work, Chris and I, and you thank you for keeping it real. And hey, man, you and Coach Ra have an amazing day, and thank you for joining us, Led.
Yeah, go Falcons and keep reading the AJC, okay?
Oh yeah. No problem.
We'll do that. We'll do that, Led. We'll do that.
Yeah.
All right.
Why I just feel like it was gonna be at any given time, just like a whistle coming out of his mouth.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like he talking and then like at the end of the sentence, like
Yeah, he had that lisp going on at the very end. He been having that damn lisp going on.
Wow. Hey, Debo, man. Thank you for hooking us up with
Debo.
Coach Ron D-Led, man. I didn't know you had the plug, man. Like, wow.
Hey.
Like, who knew?
Hey man, you can't just go around with information like that, man. I'll be telling everybody that. You know what I'm saying? So you just got every now and then, man. Every now and then, you know. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Since you know, we were talking about the Falcons, man. So why not bring them on? Right?
Y'all gotta check out on Debo's channel, man. He did like a whole skit about Coach Ra and D-Led and Jimmy Lake, man. Make sure y'all go over there, show the man some love, and check out his comedy skit, man. That thing was funny.
Hey man,
I was like,
it was hilarious.
The whole part of it for me that was crazy. It was the thing about not changing the defense, and he was just like, I'm gonna die on that here.
He said, well, you a dead.
y'all go check it out, man. Y'all go check out.
Yeah, man. Go to the channel Debo Vibes, DEBOE VIBES. Check out the video. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I had to do that video. It was just frustration. I had to let it out somehow.
Yeah.
I had to let it out somehow, man. Because again, going back to that press conference yesterday. Let me ask y'all a question right quick, man. Just by what the demeanor and what Terry Fontenot said, do y'all believe there's, as far personnel wise, as far as coaching is concerned, do y'all think there's going to be any change, or did you get the vibe there's going to be any kind of change with the personnel, and will we have the same personnel coming in next year?
No, I didn't.
I don't think so, man. I think these Falcons just run this thing back. I really do. Until I see different or something like the same thing I was saying about the changing of the guard at quarterback. I had to see it. I wanted it to be done weeks ago, but I just had to see it. I know it's a lot of money involved, with Kirko and everything, but I just feel like we still waited too late. And moving forward, after listening to both pressers, I just feel like the Falcons are going to run it back. I think they want continuity. I think they believe in their guys that they have in the building, even though I don't believe in Jimmy Lake. But I'm gonna accept it if he comes back. I'm a Falcon fan. Right. But I'm hoping that if there's any turnover and to show the fan base that you're serious about winning, I think you need to make some kind of turnover, and especially at the defensive coordinator. I think Zach Robinson is okay. I think he is safe. You seen what the offense was turning into in 3 sample sizes with Michael Penix. So I believe that Zach Robinson is definitely safe if any coordinator is safe. But I think Jimmy Lake is here, man. I think we run it back. I think we're going to run it back. And I know Falcons fans don't want to hear that. I don't even want to say that. And I'm hoping that I'm wrong. Please be wrong. Please be wrong. But you know what I'm saying? I'm just hoping.
Man, you and me both, bro.
You and me both. But I got to see it. At the end of the day, I'm just going to have to see it.
thing about I just got that vibe yesterday from the way the press conference was going is like, and like you said a second ago, Chris, they're gonna run it back with the same exact staff we got right now, which I think is crazy. You got teams who want to make a change, like, and we go. I can't let it go. 8 games, we go 2-6, and we go 4-0. We start off 4-0 in the division. We were 6-3 at one point, and we don't make the playoffs.
Yeah.
And we have one more win than the previous 3 years.
Yeah.
And the previous year, a head coach got fired because he wasn't getting the results we wanted. So we go from 7-10 to 8-9. Oh yeah, that really worked itself out. And then we're going to run it back with the same exact staff. And as a Falcon fan, I ain't supposed to be frustrated.
Yeah,
bro.
No, I definitely
100.
I mean, honestly, I think you probably would do better with another D coordinator. I'm okay with Raheem staying in place. I love Coach Ra. You know, he's got some things to work on, but I love Coach Ra. I like Terry Fontenot. I'm cool with that. But I really felt like, because even in that last game, you could kind of see the defense like, what the hell is going on? You know what I mean? Like it's 3rd and goal or 2nd and goal or whatever. They're on the 5-yard line. You're 7 yards back. Your corners are 7 yards. What are you going to do against a slant?
What are you going to do?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Right? I don't know what that is. And look, I don't work at Flowery Branch. And with that being said, I'm not a player. I'm not a coach. It's difficult. And
the thing about it is, man, you have valid candidates out there to at least look at as your D coordinator. I mean, you got Jeff Albrecht, from the Jets. You got Robert Saleh. He's out there.
I like the Saleh thing.
You know what I'm saying? You got Gerard Mayos out there. And that's just on top of the dome, bro. So like you have all kind of guys, but and it all goes back to what I asked you, T, the other day.
Yeah.
If Jimmy Lake walked into the office and Terry Fontenot asked him, "What do you bring to the table?" What would that man say? What can you do what will you do to improve this defense? He will have nothing.
Was he the coach of Washington when they went to the national championship, or was that somebody else?
No, that was
somebody else.
Caleb DeBoer.
That was DeBoer. DeBoer came in the first year now, and took them boys to the playoffs.
Yeah, to the playoffs. Yeah,
national championship. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it is.
Let me not do Caleb like that.
National champ. Yeah, he did.
That's why he got hired at Alabama. That's why they went ahead and just said, we're gonna throw the bag at you because you took over a program that was in the cellar, and then next thing you know, you brought them up and went to the national championship. But that's what I'm saying. Coaching, that right there is a clear indication. Coaching
matters. Hey, so Eric has a question. If Kirk gives us consistent quarterback play, do you think we would have won the division?
Yes.
I want to say yeah. I want to say absolutely yes.
If you get if you get a Kirk Cousins and everybody talking about, if you take Tampa Bay out of the equation, he wasn't nothing. No. If you take the Kirk Cousins we saw even against the Carolina Panthers, I know that we ran for 2, not the last game. I'm talking about the first time that we played the Panthers. You know what I mean? Just the decision making he was doing. I know he ran for 200 yards against them, but what about the Kirk Cousins against the Cowboys? Right? You know what I'm talking about? So yeah, if the question is, if we had
what about Kirk against the Eagles?
Perfect example, bro. That last drive. You take that last drive he did. You know what I'm talking about? And I agree with Kurt said, man, like, he didn't forget to play quarterback, but sometimes it's just what's going on between the ears, man. Y'all and going to baseball, man. How many times we say in baseball? Who was that? Rick Ankiel.
Oh yeah, they got the yips. Yeah,
he had the yips also. He started like throwing to the stands and stuff like that, man. Yeah, man. So it just happens. What happens with between the ears, man? I think it happened with Kirk. So consistent quarterback play. If we got from Kirk Cousins, I think we won the division.
I think Kirk might have been mind and body, because I don't think his body was holding up at either. I think he was deteriorating and fell off a cliff right in front of our face.
Before our eyes, yeah.
I mean, one thing about Father Time is you never know when he's going to hit you. You can be going up for a layup all the time, be like, all right, that's enough.
Yep, that's it. That's it. It's a wrap.
Snatch it right out the air.
Just like
You never know when it's going to hit you.
Yeah.
So, it's just, I feel like that's what happened, man. I feel like he started off strong, and then Terry also doubled and tripled down on the fact that he said Kurt was not hurt. Now, I know how you feel about that, T. Will, but I'm just saying what your GM was saying. Kurt was not hurt. His play was just terrible. He just fell off the cliff.
You know what that's akin to? That's akin to walking in on, a husband walking in on his wife, or a wife walking in on her husband with somebody else, and they say, it's not what you think. It's not what you think. It's not what it looks like. It's exactly what it looks like. Okay. Yeah, right. Okay. I mean, look, he said what he had to say because they don't want to answer the questions on why didn't you pivot to Penix sooner, and I get it, and look, I'm not there, but I do know.
I still feel like Penix should have been given the keys after the bye. I still believe that. I do. Yeah. But even if you don't, and you give Kurt that Chargers game, there's no way. I don't like. And the thing about it is, like, for me, if I have the power, because you also got to think about that too, having the power to bench somebody as well. Mm-hmm. If I got that power, I swear Kurt does not step on that field in Minnesota. But that's just me, though. That's just me. And if I was the head coach, I've seen enough. I've seen the Saints game. I've seen the Broncos game. Oh my goodness! I wish I never seen that Chargers game. But that just would have been just the last straw for me.
The only thing I agree with you. I agree. The only thing, and it was brought up a second ago. How as a coach can you sit here and have your prize rookie throw him out there against that Brian Flores defense?
Yeah, and that's what my brother and I were talking about last night. Right? We had
family. Wait a minute, though, y'all. Regardless, right? He's an NFL player. Rookie or not, he's going to have to play against a tough defense eventually. You think Washington's defense was just easy? It wasn't Minnesota or the Chargers.
Right.
And I understand, since starting them out there. Okay, you remember it was once upon a time we started Desmond Ridder against the Ravens.
Yeah. Hey, Debo, do you have to go? Is it that time for you?
It is about that time, about to jump off, man. Yeah, I got to head to the real world, man.
We appreciate you joining us, Debo. And look at guys, Debo and I are going to do a show every Tuesday morning at 8 and every Friday morning at 8. Please like, share, and subscribe to For My ATL Sports 1 at YouTube, and also like and share, subscribe to Debo's channel. Debo, give me your channel, give me your info.
For sure, yeah, it's Debo Vibes, DEBOE. Vibes on YouTube, man. Come check me out. Got a lot of good content coming up in reference to the Atlanta Hawks, but really getting excited about these Braves are doing. The Braves are cooking right now. Well, they ain't doing Double A's are really not doing nothing, but I'm seeing and it is what it is. But the product that's going to be put out there this upcoming spring is something that Atlanta Braves fans should be very excited about. I'm going to be very excited about talking about them during the season as well.
Yeah, we definitely got to get into it, brother. Hey, man, I appreciate you. I will see you Monday. Have a great weekend, man. Enjoy the snow.
Oh, you already know. Hold it down, fellas.
Snow.
Right, hold it down. Appreciate it. Yeah, man. That dude's hilarious, man. That guys.
Yeah, man. Love Debo, man. Love Debo.
If you have not seen that skit, that is just, man, it's hilarious. Like I probably shared that. I definitely shared it with you, Chris. I shared it to probably everybody I knew, except my wife. I don't know that my wife would have found that funny. Her sense of humor is a little different than mine. I'm gonna try it. I'm saying that because she's in the bedroom. I'm just kidding, Kim. Anyway, all right. So I stay in the doghouse. Jimmy was the DC. King Richie says they ran him out of the city. Eric Parker, my brother, they brought him in behind Kirk to ease him in. I don't know. They wanted to throw him in against the Viking defense. And that, I can see it.
I know they did. And I'm not even going to sit up here and act like that was a bad decision. Yeah. I'm just saying, like, again, if it was me, I ain't going to lie to you. Sorry, Michael. I would have snatched them training wheels off you so fast, and I would have at least gave you. And even though it would have been a tough game, just seeing what he was able to do in these last 3 games, guys, it's just hard for me not to believe that he at least would have done decent. You know, even against the Vikings defense, Brian Flores, he gonna throw everything at him, but it was gonna be a great learning experience for him as well, because he gotta learn, he gotta play. My thing is, he's gonna play Brian Flores defense next year. We play the Vikings.
He's definitely gonna play it.
So I'm just saying, like, he's gonna have more reps, of course, then, but that is tough. That is a tough ask to ask him to come in against the Minnesota Vikings. But remember, he did come in against the Denver Broncos.
Yeah.
Remember, he did. It was garbage time, yes, but he did come in against the Denver Broncos in Denver. That's a tough defense. You could have put him in against the Chargers because he had his helmet on against the Chargers when Kirk threw all those picks. So you could have brought him in then. He had his helmet on again against the Minnesota Vikings. So again, you had multiple games to where you could have threw Penix in there to see what he could do. I feel like if you would have put him in sooner, he just would have had more momentum, more continuity within the offense. And maybe these last 3 games go a little different because he has more time under his belt, more film, all that stuff like that. But it's tomato, man. It's like, because you can make the argument too that, well, if you throw him out there earlier, more teams have film on him. Me personally, I don't care about that. I'm just putting other arguments out there on the table that people can use. I don't care about the film. At the end of the day, I know that he got a rocket arm. I know he can make all the throws. And I know if our offensive line do what they're supposed to do and protect him, ain't nobody trying to see Michael Penix. We have a big 3. We have a big 3 right now. Penix, Bijan, Drake. And we still got Darnell Mooney, the enforcer. Don't know if Kyle Pitts is going to be here or not, but at least we got the bruiser and Tyler Algier for right now. We have an offense, y'all, and I believe that, so this offense with Michael Penix is going to go far. I do. Yeah, I got a lot of faith with Penix with number 9 back there. So a different number 9 this time. I definitely have all the faith.
Yeah, man, definitely. Atlanta Bird Gang says, good morning. There were financial politics at play. Extremely difficult for a first-year coach to bench $100 million guaranteed after 2 2/3 bad games without getting some feedback from Buckhead. Yeah, fair point.
Fact.
Yeah.
Tidy ain't lying. Shout out to Tidy too. What up, Tidy?
No doubt about it.
Tidy ain't lying.
That's Tidy right there.
Yeah, that's the Atlanta Bird Gang. That's Tidy, man. Yeah.
Oh, what's up, Tidy? How you doing, man? How you doing, Tidy? How you doing? I didn't know that was Tidy. How you doing, Tidy, man? Hopefully doing well. Welcome to the show, Tidy. Tidy, please like, share, and subscribe to For My ATL Sports 1 at YouTube. Again, the number 4 My ATL Sports, the number 1 at YouTube. Hey, man, please do that so we can continue to bring you this content. Robert Blackman says, if they played the quarterbacks in the preseason, maybe they would have been better. Yeah, I hear you. Bert Tidy says, Mars probably thought it would work itself out with Kirk and eventually never did. He could have. Little brother says, my thing was I would have pulled him in that Chargers game just to let him get his head at right. But once you put Penix in, it's over for Kirk. Yeah, and that's
can't go back. And to your point, to your credit, T. Will, remember we had a conversation like that.
Yeah,
and we were saying, it was like, man, you pull Kurt, you're not going to be able to put Kurt back in. And I'm like, and I agree with you, but it's just like, I don't care. It's just like, bro, I want to win. And I feel like right now, Penix give us the best opportunity to win because Kurt's not getting it done. But again, that's why we're where we are and they are where they are, because they said they wanted to see the sample size and all that stuff like that. I seen enough sample size, and I know it's a lot of money, but he wasn't getting it done. And it was obvious, like, whether if he was hurt, he wasn't hurt, the product on the field wasn't getting it done. And I feel like we still had the opportunity to possibly still save our season. Nothing is guaranteed, but give yourself the best opportunity that you can. And it was just too late by the time that Giants game. Face the fact, it was just too late.
Yeah. I can agree with that.
2-6, y'all.
Yeah, that's
you think about this, man. We win just one of those games, and we come into the last game of the season on a different high. Because all we would have to do is just win. We need no help. So, but that's hindsight. Oh, real quick too, man. It was funny what he said. Oh, I know we got to get ready to get up out of here too, man. My bad.
No,
Just
we're
look at the
good.
time.
We're good. Jack said that he's out and about, had to do some stuff, so probably not gonna start
doing what, Jack?
Man, I
Jack.
don't know.
Jack, are
I
you watching the show, Jack? Jack, are you watching the show
don't
right
know.
now, Jack?
don't
What
know,
in the
bro.
world you have to do in the snow right now, Jack?
No,
Jack,
man.
Jack, I'm getting closer, Jack. Jack, what you
I don't know, man. I just know. Look, he just messaged us in the chat, said we're gonna start for 10. So I mean, I don't know. Man, look, maybe I had to go get some milk, man. I mean, I don't know. You know, clearly he's not afraid of the snow. Because I'm gonna tell you something, it's thick where I am. It's thick out there right now. But you know, Jack Spade is that dude, man. You know what I mean? I mean, hell, maybe he had it. I don't know. Let me tell you something.
No,
Jack
I mean
Spade,
it's not that you can't drive on it. Like it's thick, but it's not like thick the way you can't drive right now. But well, you know, still, you know, the snow on the ground.
See my brother. Eric says Jack riding around with right with D-Led. You know what?
You're
if
right.
it's anybody that can do it, it would be Jack.
Gotcha.
If it's
So,
anybody that can do
it makes sense.
it would
Jack
be Jack.
Jack out there being the chauffeur for D-Led and Raheem. It all makes sense now.
I believe. Let me tell you something. There are 3 celebrities that I've hung out with at the Benz Stadium. That's my brother Eric Parker, because everybody in the Falcons community knows him. That's DeMario. Well, I didn't hang out with DeMario. I almost did, but I didn't. And he and Eric are like, you know, I don't know, star 1 and star 1. You know, like they're both like wildly popular. People flock to them. They meet at halftime over about that section. Like they're rock stars. And then there's Jack Spade, okay? And I got that up close and personal. Let me tell you something. I felt like Turtle from Entourage following Jack Spade around, because everybody, hey Jack, hey Jack, hey Jack, hey Jack, hey Jack, listen. And I'm like, and Jack's like, yeah, hold this. And I'm like, ah. And the person like, excuse me, and bro, Jack is a rock star. So, hey, if anybody could do it, I get it. I don't know what Jack's out doing. He's out doing something, but yeah, he said the show started. So we got a little more time. We do have some more time this morning. If you want, Chris, we can shift gears to the Hawks, you know, and maybe transition for a little bit, talk about them. Or we can keep it going about the Falcons, whatever you want to do.
Man, shoot, man, it's your show this morning, man. I can pivot whichever way, man.
All right, man. Let's get a little Hawks talk in this morning, then we'll pivot back to the Falcons. So the Hawks are on a bit of a trip out west, and it's not particularly going all that well. You know, we got some things going on, Chris. You know, let's talk about these Hawks and what's going on. Yeah, I mean, look, I think they were what, 2-6 on this trip, or
2-4.
Yeah, it's not
they were
good.
2-4 because technically it started in Toronto. With us going, you know, sitting up there, and then we shot to the West Coast after that. One of the main things you can really make the argument about, the Hawks, they just didn't have enough firepower against, you know what I'm saying, some of these teams. You know, not having Jalen Johnson was big. You didn't have Bogey for like a game or two. And, you know, they monitoring his injuries because, you know, he was coming off of a lower leg injury. You know, you need as a shooter, you know, you need your legs. You got to have your legs in order to shoot, especially the way that Bogey does it. So I have to say this. I don't want to say it, but I have to say this. The Hawks don't have enough presence in the front court to match up against a lot of teams in the West. Yeah, you've seen it because look at AD. You look at AD. You look at what his name was, Zubats. Zubats had like 18 and 18 and 18. I was it's just like, what? And it's like the glaring issue is the fact that you have Clint Capella, but against like people like, and then the thing about it is AD didn't even have a great shooting night. I believe he was 6 for 17 that night, but he still was effective because he was grabbing boards. He was still scoring points, and that was a big thing too. We weren't able to grab we were grabbing normal boards like in the 30s and the 40s, but you could just see like Those second chance points, that hurt you. The points in the paint some nights, that hurt you. The three ball, that definitely hurt you against the Clippers, and also those fast break points. Clippers just was running up and down the court all freaking night and just getting fast break points. And of course, that's adding to the points in the paint. So, you know, by the end of the first half, you already had the Clippers with like 42 points in the paint, and they ended up with 74. So you had that going. My thing is, it just Jalen Johnson not having, that's 20 and 10 that you missing, 19-5. But, you know, that's 20 and 10 that you missing when you don't have Jalen Johnson out there to, you know what I'm saying, to give you something on the offensive end. Is he the best defender? No, but he's still an athletic person that can, you know, help out in the front court. He still can grab boards. He still can, you know, help box out. So you were definitely missing him, man. Jalen Johnson, he's dealing with that shoulder injury. I'm really hoping that he can come back against the Rockets. And even if they decide to hold him out in that game, because I know that's a 3 p.m. game, it'll be great if after that Rockets game, we see more Jalen Johnson, because we knew this, T-Will. We knew this now, that we only like a sprained ankle, you know what I'm saying, a poke in the eye away from being kind of hobbled. So I'm just saying, man, like, listen.
Oh, man. You know who would do something like that, who was a dirty player? I like him, but he was dirty. KG, man. Golly, KG was dirty. Golly, KG used to, man, if your midsection was anywhere near him and you up in the air, look out, bro. Look out. That's all I got to say. Because it was an elbow. I'd even see KG just punch somebody, man. I mean, look, he was a baller, definite Hall of Famer, but God dang, he was dirty, man. Anyway, we got to do some out. FDS, and you're gonna see why. Good morning, FDS. How you doing?
Hey,
Miss
Joy.
Carey? Hey, man. Miss you said that's Joy? FDS?
Yeah, that's another one. Yeah, that's another one of her mini pages, man. She just does so much, you know. I said, make sure you check her out. She Blink and Stitch, Auntie Joy, everybody, man. She got so many different personas, man.
Well, I
take
did not
that bonnet
know
off too, about it.
A persona. Well, good morning, Miss Joy, aka FDS. Okay, good morning. Good morning, Carrie from One Time, our superstar producer that everybody loves. I mean, everybody, bro. She gets love everywhere, bro. She was on the Out of Your Falcon Mind, and Mike was like, we love Carrie. We like, everybody loves Carrie, man. So, you know, there it is.
Right.
Good morning, Carrie. And we could not do our jobs without her at One Time for the Fan. Like, she's just amazing. Deke. Good morning, Deke. How you doing, man?
What it do, man?
Deke.
Man. Go ahead.
What it do?
It was great, man, seeing Deke on that trip, man. Great seeing Deke on that trip.
Hey, man. Deke is that dude, man. If you don't know now, you know. Joy says smash the like button. Ladies and gentlemen, please like, share, and subscribe. You know, I'm not like Chris. Chris got like 4,000 subscribers. Okay. You know, I'm
trying to get to 10.
I mean, hey, I'm trying to get to 10 too, but you are a lot closer than I am. So, hey, man, look out for your boy. For my ATL Sports One. Again, for my ATL Sports One on YouTube, please like, share, subscribe so we can continue to bring this content. And yeah, Joy's laughing at us. Joy says, yes, it's me. And Joy says, bonnet is on. Hey, man.
See what I'm saying? That's why I said take that bonnet off too, because I already do.
Hey, man. Hey, do what you got to do, Joy. It's 9 in the morning.
Nah, it's snowing outside, man. I can't even complain about nobody chilling today.
Bro, it's a Netflix day. For some of y'all, it's Netflix and chill. Sorry, Kim, just kidding. Kim don't like me talking like that. But, you know, for the rest of us, you know.
As many Netflix and chills as y'all had.
Hey, look. Hey, no. But you know what, though? Because when I get off this show, she's going to be like, I can't believe you said that. What's wrong with you? You know our kids watch this show, because our kids do watch this show, by the way.
That's so up.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, my oldest
your daughter gonna hit you with the pops. What's up, man? You all right?
Bro. Let me tell you something. For those of you who don't know, I have 2 daughters and a son. And my daughters really feel like they run my life. Now, my son is cool, but my daughters, they really feel like they run my life, right? So I go downstairs yesterday, and I'm going to get something, and I sneeze by accident, and my oldest daughter's like, wash your hands. I'm like, hold up. You are my child. I'm not yours. She was like, but you still need to wash your hands, Dad. And then Maya came in here yesterday and was like, ordering me around. That's my youngest child. And then, like, even this morning, she was like, you don't need to be eating that chicken. You don't need to be. They think they run.
Look out for you, Pops. What you mean?
Bro, they are spies for my wife. Those of you who have kids, you understand. Because kids, but they are spies for my wife. So my daughters see everything I do and go back and report on her. And guess what? When they tell on me, I'm not their dad. I'm Kim's husband. So when they
like, I got you. Yeah. Kim, your husband. Your husband out here eating.
Right, Mama. Let me tell you what your husband did today. I couldn't.
Yeah.
So take that, Mariah, because I know you're watching, and I know you're gonna call your mom anyway. But guess what? So what? And you too, Maya. I think Maya's in the room anyway, so they probably hear me. But no, I'm just kidding, guys. But hey, man, look, it's a snow day, guys. Enjoy yourself, man. Watch some Netflix or Fandango or Amazon Prime or Hulu or whatever. Tubi. Hey, man, I love
you. Rewatch the Panthers and Falcons game if you want to hurt yourself. I mean, whatever.
Well, hey, do like I do. Just don't watch it until it's overtime, right? And then just cut it off at OT. Don't watch. You don't want to see what happens in the OT period. But up to that point, you know, Michael Penix throwing that laser to Drake or whatever we did to score it, man, that was great. Watch that, but cut it off before you go to the OT, man. That's something. So let me ask you a question. Getting back to the Hawks, do you think that Larry Nance Jr.'s injury is a big impact?
I'm gonna tell you why it is a big impact. I'm gonna tell you why it is. And the crazy thing about it is in 2025, we as Atlanta Hawks fans are saying, dang, bro, can't wait till Larry Nance Jr. come back. But it happens like that, right? Larry Nance is a guy that can space the floor. You know, Quinn likes to space the floor. He likes that spacing. And that's cool. There's no problem with that. But it's hard to do that with Onyeka and Capella alone. You know what I'm saying? Having Larry Nance Jr., having that, and it was surprising, but having Larry Nance has been a pleasant surprise. He's giving you rebounding. He's giving you shooting. He can shoot the three. I don't mind seeing Larry Nance shoot the three. I can't stand Onyeka Okongwu shooting three. I can't stand it. You hear me? I want to emphasize, I can't stand it. You know what I'm saying? But I understand why he's shooting it. I understand why he's shooting it. Same thing with John Collins. When John Collins started shooting the three.
Now that was bad. You know, I think Onyeka's better than John Collins.
I couldn't stand John Collins shooting threes.
John Collins,
but at least Collins, you know what I'm saying? Huh? Go ahead. No, go ahead.
John Collins shooting the three was like a teacher taking her fingernails on the chalkboard and
So I'm just saying. So if John Collins was that bad shooting threes, Onyeka Okongwu is running, trying to get away from a killer, and then you didn't know he was in front of you, and he just swing his blade and cut you off at the knees.
Oh man,
that's what it is. Yeah. That's just how much I do not like Onyeka shooting threes, bro. It doesn't look good. He doesn't look comfortable. He doesn't look natural. I know he's been working on it, but it's in-game stuff. He probably hit about 3, 4, 5 in a row outside of the game, but he's still 22% from 3-point line. Yeah, that's not who you want to shoot the three. On rotations, when it gets to the Onyeka having to shoot the three, you see no one runs out there on purpose because you're going to have to prove that.
Wait, are you saying they self-check? Are you saying they're saying like, hey man, self-check? You got to worry about him,
bro. The only thing they pretty much, man. I'm telling you, they pretty much Caitlin Clark in that, man. Like when she waved off shot, they pretty much doing Onyeka like that because you're going to have to prove that. So he has to get better at shooting that three. But Larry Nance is definitely missed. I'm sorry. He spaced the floor. He can get your rebounds. He gonna play some defense. He's gonna give you effort. And I like Onyeka. I just don't like him shooting threes. And also about Onyeka, What team is Onyeka a starting center on?
I don't know. Hey man, yeah, real quick, let me get to it. So there's the link, Joy. I dropped it in there for you. And my kids' ages. So my oldest is 30. I'm old as shit, man. I was thinking about that the other. I got a 30-year-old. Damn, I'm old as hell. What? I remember when Blockbuster was still open, man. I rented videos at Block. I was thinking about I'm old as hell, man. But yeah, I got a 30-year-old, a 22-year-old. So my oldest daughter is 30. Her name's Mariah. My youngest daughter is Maya. She's 22. And then my son is 20, and his name's Zach. And my son is like the daredevil. Like, he feels like there's nothing he can't do. Like, real talk, man. If somebody were to land a helicopter outside, he'd be like, "Oh, Dad, I can fly." I'd be like, "What? You've never taken lessons? So what? I'll figure it out." Like, that is I know, ridiculous. That is my son.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea where he got that confidence from, because it was not me. I promise you, it was not me. But whatever, man. But yeah, those are my kids' ages. So I appreciate you, Joy. Again, thank you for that. Please like, share, and subscribe. And hey, those are the kids. But yeah, man, no. Well, Onyeka, it seems like his three has gotten worse, because I don't remember his 3-point percentage being this bad. I don't know that he was over 40%, but I mean, I would think he was at least 28, 20. Like, I don't think it's ever been that bad. I remember him having a 3, and I mean, so he's got like a toe injury. Doesn't he suffer? Didn't he have like a toe injury or something? Maybe that's impacting.
Yeah, he's been having those big toe injuries. But my thing is, even with the 3 beforehand, he didn't come off the ground. He doesn't come off the ground now either. It's kind of like almost like a flat-footed 3.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He may do like a calf raise or something like that. Maybe. I have to go back and really just look at it. It's hard for me to look at his feet because everything up here is just so ugh. I don't like it. But again, I understand why they have him do that, because you need spacing on the floor. Kerry says, Kerry, real quick, Falcon question. Did you guys see Raheem Morris with the Penn State players last night after the game? Maybe he's doing some scouting. I hope so, because our scouting department. But it's just, I hope so though. Why not? Why not go out there, build some relationships? I did not see Raheem Morris because I did not watch the Penn State game. Let me tell you how much of the Penn State game I watched last night. I seen when the kicker from Notre Dame kicked the game-winning field goal. And then after that, I was gone. So that's all I seen of that game.
I wonder if the Penn State coach borrowed a timeout from Raheem. Ta-dum-dum. Okay, just kidding. I don't know. I know.
He's not gonna live out them timeouts all off season. We might as well get ready for it.
Never. He would never do it.
And I mean, I'm just saying, real quick to Kerry's point, talking about Falcons. I'm just saying, we do have Arnold Abracady, who came from Penn State. So he could be. You never know. Maybe we could be looking to go back to that well, because they do have a player over there that's on the defensive line that's pretty darn good. You know what I'm saying? So you never know. Hey, real quick though, y'all go check out Mike Green from Marshall and let me know what y'all think.
What is he, edge rusher?
Mike Green from Marshall. Small school, not no big school, anything like that. But check Mike Green out from Marshall and let me know what y'all think.
Marshall.
Yep, let me know what y'all think. Even if y'all just got to come by the page and just, comment and be like, yeah or no, what I'm saying? Hey, man, just let me know what y'all think about Mike Green. I may even make an old post about it, because who brought him to my attention was my bro Kev from Bro Talk, Dirty Bird Central on YouTube. And like, he first mentioned him. So I was like, all right. The bro mentioned him. Let me go check him out a little bit. Went and watched maybe a little short about him, like just different plays that somebody had made a short. And I was like, I think I like what I see. You know what I'm saying? So I'm doing some more deep dives, because it's going to be that season for the Atlanta Falcons, starting to look at players who can be an Atlanta Falcon. So, you know, so we're definitely going to be on that, draft profiles, all this stuff like that. Look for that. So, yeah, man.
Well, speaking
What's
of
good,
draft,
Mike?
well, what's up, Mike? How you doing, man? Speaking of drafts, we got 5 picks. You are the GM of the Falcons, Chris. I don't know who you're picking. Not who, but give me the positions you're taking.
Shoot, man, that's tough, to be honest with you. And I hate to say this because, you know, so we actually have jumped on this before, but I may have to take the best player available.
Oh,
who's
no.
not?
Oh, no.
Who's not? No, hold on, I'm finished. Who's not on offense?
Okay.
Who's not on offense? I think this needs to be an ugly draft, y'all. We need to go get some guys in the
Big
trenches.
ugly. Yeah,
all
big uglies.
yeah. We need to get some guys in the trenches. I'm going to go get me a linebacker.
Yeah.
I'm going to go get me a corner if need be, or you know, one way or another, I'm getting a corner, whether it's free agency or the draft. Maybe I'll do both. You know, so I don't know, because it's just like, all right, are you going to bring back Mike Hughes? I think Mike Hughes was serviceable, but you think about it, fam. We have had a revolving door at cornerback number 2.
Yes, we have.
That's just got to stop. We've put so many band-aids over there at cornerback number 2.
Yeah.
And if you're not going to give Clark Phillips the full ride, the full shot to be cornerback number 2, even though he is undersized, if you're not going to give him that opportunity, then you need to go get somebody that you can lock in, or draft somebody that you can lock in. We also need safety help. DeMarco Hellams is coming back, but what are you going to do about Justin Simmons? Are you keeping him? Are you getting rid of him? What are you going to do? So we got a lot of decisions to make anyway, and they're not easy ones. You know, so we ain't got a lot of draft capital, and we ain't got a lot of cap space either. So,
yeah.
But I think it needs to be an ugly draft. That's my whole thing. Just an ugly draft. Trenches, guys who gonna punch you in the mouth, all that stuff like that. I don't need no speed guys, like on the offense and all that stuff like that. I feel like you can try to make a little small moves in free agency for that. But I'm drafting ugly this year.
Yeah, I hear you. So for me, it's probably gonna be edge, linebacker. We need a linebacker who can run. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love Caden. Please keep Caden, but we need Caden rushing. Like I love Caden, but we need a linebacker that can run, right? We need another corner, we need an edge, and we need a safety. And that's 4. And maybe you get another edge. But for me, you know, that's where I am. Or maybe you get another D tackle. I mean, you know, Grady, Onyemata, I don't want to say they're getting a little long in the tooth, but you know, so maybe you draft a D tackle.
And I would want to keep Grady over Onyemata, by the way.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I mean, I like Onyemata, but you know, Grady.
But he knows he's not going anywhere, right? If you look at his cap situation, and you look at his contract, I think he's going to end up being here if you don't trade him.
Yeah.
Because I think I forgot it. Oh goodness, I had it in my head. I want to say it's like 10 or 12 million if you end up cutting him of dead cap, and I'm just like, oh. So just like, you know, I don't have it in front of me, but I remember reading it, and I was just like, I don't think Onyemata going nowhere if the Falcons got to, you know, suffer through that. They already going through enough.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Kentavious Street is a free agent. You're probably not going to resign him. I like Kentavious Street. I do. Always have. But I don't.
I like Kentavious.
Yeah.
I would bring back Damone Harris. I bring him back. Again, Arnold Albacete, he's going to be out there. Do you bring back Lorenzo Carter? At this point with cap space, you may end up having Lorenzo Carter. I don't know. I don't like it, but you know. It's like, who are you trading? Who are you cutting? You know, so you have so many questions this offseason. And it's just like, are you going to make the hard decisions? Like, are guys like Kyle Pitts going to be an Atlanta Falcon or not? Grady Jarrett or not? You know what I'm saying? You got Matt Judon. Are you going to approach these guys and say, hey, will you take less money to come back? You know what I'm saying? Because I think hindsight.
I don't think.
I think hindsight, Terry wouldn't even have signed these guys, Judon nor Simmons. If he could have foreseen what was going to happen, I don't think he even does it. Well, I think Terry has a lot of regret.
Yeah, what I will say in Judon's defense, Judon got held an awful lot. I mean, if you go back and look at some of these games,
Grady too, though. Grady too.
Yeah, but if you look at some of these games, like it's not even, you got him by the shoulder pad, and no flag. No flag.
But that's what I was about to say. But we're not getting flags, so it don't count, right?
Right. But
that's where people bottom line is going to be. Like we can saying that until we blue in the face, but the argument is going to be, did they call it?
That's true.
Because there's holding on every play. Yeah. It's just whether it's called or not.
Whether they want to call it or not. Yeah. Do you think, because I noticed on a lot of those snaps, especially late in the season, Judon was really trying to get off the ball faster. Mm-hmm. So is it a situation to where he's lost a step? And to also be honest, when we went to that aggressive defense for those 5 games, Judon seemed to flourish a little bit. I mean, he got a sack, he got an interception in the same game. Like, he flourished more. So do you think a part of his, I don't want to say ineptitude, but a part of his performance issues this year was the scheme, or do you think it was him?
I think it was mostly the scheme. I say the same thing for Justin Simmons. I think the scheme didn't fit him well. I know you had pretty much like Jesse Bates being a blitzing safety. You had him being in the box. You know, he wasn't necessarily used to that. You had Judon in coverage, which should be a cardinal sin. So it's just like, why is this man dropping in coverage? We have never seen Matt Judon in coverage. You don't see, you can't even find college tape of that, I bet. So it's just like, bro, why are you dropping this man who is a pass rusher? The point was to get him to go after the quarterback, not run away from the quarterback. And then you get burned on a wheel route because of it.
Bro,
absolutely burned.
Whole play develop. I'm watching it. And you know how you watch them, I'm like, I know they don't have him. I know they don't. Oh my God, please don't let oh shit, he sees him. Oh my God, touchdown. Like it was like that whole thing developed. And you see it, and I'm like, what are they doing, right? And I'm thinking, okay, somebody's gonna come late blitz. I know you're not sending this dude, and I know you're not doing that on a wheel route. Scat back, and of course the pass is completed, and it's like
and he was gone,
bro. It's like watching those paper towel commercials where the water's leaking and it's about to hit the paper, and the character on the paper is like, oh no, and you see it, right? I forget who the manufacturer is, but bro, I'm watching that like, what are we doing? What are we doing, Jimmy? What are we doing? So yeah, please, I don't want to see that either. Tidy says Judon will be 33 years old. Let him walk. Yeah, fair enough.
Hey, what? You know what I'm saying? I'm cool with that. I ain't got no problem with letting Judon walk because, again, I'm a guy that after a while, I want to get younger at the position. So that's what I would love to do. I would love to get younger at the position. I tell you what, it was a guy that we was connected to during the trade deadline. That's possibly going to be a free agent. You can just sign him, and that's Ojulari. So, you know, so maybe go after him and try to see if you compare him with Arnold Abacady, or just go in the draft, get somewhere, get younger at the position. Like Tyler just said, man, 33 years of age. I mean, it's not saying that, you know, he can't do it, but we've seen that he can't do it. You know, so, Judon, it was a reason why, man. We gotta start looking at it like this too. And we had questions on why it took so long, but I believe we also were just happy that we was able to hopefully get a better safety, hopefully get a better pass rush. But the thing about it is Simmons and Judon did go late into the off season with no contracts. So that's another thing, you know, to consider as well. Like, you know, what took so long? It was like, you know, why wasn't anybody else getting after them? You know, or, you know, we don't know what's going on behind the scenes, but just a different perspective to think about.
Yeah, I mean, hey, definitely, man. Definitely. A lot to think about, you know, but hey, we got all off season to talk about that.
We do.
Hey, Chris, I appreciate you joining me, man. We're gonna go ahead and bring this to a close. I don't know what
Yes,
time
sir.
Jack is the show, but I'm gonna go and get me some breakfast. So, well, downstairs. I'm not gonna be driving around like Jack with you know, D-Led and Coach Rob, but I'm gonna go downstairs.
My thing is the places really open like that right now? I don't know, man. You know how they be trying to shut everything down. Like, you know how we do, man.
I promise you, Waffle House and Walmart are open now. I don't know, and QT.
Oh yeah, QT. Yeah, you're right about that.
That you know what I mean. Waffle House is open, but yeah, man. No, I appreciate you joining me, man. Thank you so much. Hey, man, tell these folks where they can find you.
Hey, man, A1 Forever Sports. That is the platform on YouTube. Please come over, like, comment, and subscribe, man. Have a football, baseball, basketball conversation. You know, also, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're going to be continuously still putting out Hawks content. Definitely, you know, getting in more into that because Falcon season, unfortunately, is over. So, you know, I said, got to support the Atlanta Hawks. We are 18-19 now. So, yeah, one game below 500. But no, are we 18-19 or are we 19-19? I don't know. I think we're 19-19.
I think we're 18-19. I think we're 18.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, somewhere in there. I think we're 18-19. Yeah, I think I had it right. Yeah, we are now. Yeah, so one game below 500. But hey, man, this young team, they're fighting. Honestly, they were getting, they were getting, you know, let's say, I don't want to say blown out or anything like that. They were getting out physical. It was a physical game. And they were getting outmanned in a way. But of course, we didn't have all our guys. This young team, they fight all the way into the end of the buzzer. So that's why another reason why I watched the game all the way to the end, because the Hawks are never necessarily out of it. They always end up finding some type of run to go on. And they almost was able to come back against these Phoenix Suns, you know, late in the game. But it just a little bit too much firepower over there. You know, they got KD. They know they have Devin Booker. Both of those guys had great games, but the surprise was Bradley Beal having that 25 points. And also you having Grayson Allen going 7 for 8. You know what I'm saying? With most of his shots being threes, layups. He had a couple layups on Onyeka at the rim. So tough layups, yeah, but still, he still was able to convert. So it's just too much firepower. Hawks not having enough firepower. That's what I think happened last night. But yeah, you stay warm as well, though, Robert, man. Y'all stay warm. But more importantly, y'all stay safe out here. Don't do nothing that you don't have to. Don't be out there just doing extra stuff, man. Yeah, man. Stay in the house if you can. If you need to go out for something, I get it. But just hopefully it's not too far, you know, because it's snowing out there. It's supposed to be snowing all day, you know, and most of the night too. So we're gonna see what happens.
Yeah, don't be doing drifts out there. Don't be drifting. Don't be doing, you know, fast and furious drift out there. But yeah, man. Hey, Chris, I appreciate you, man. Hey, is it okay? Can we share your good news, or do you have to keep that under wraps?
I mean, well, no, I ain't gotta necessarily keep it under wraps. I'm just still working things out as far as configurations, as far as, you know what I'm saying, what the do's and don'ts and everything is and everything. But yeah, man, y'all hopefully by next week at least, you know what I'm saying, you guys can start to see me on the Hawks Digest for Digest Media, you know, so being a Hawks content creator for those guys. Again, I don't think I'll be working alone, but at the same time, you know, so it's a great opportunity. And you know, so to further my knowledge, to further my career, and you know, something else to put on the resume. So I'm happy about that, happy about the opportunities. Excited to see, you know, so where this can go. I still will be doing videos on my channel too, because A1 forever before anybody. So I mean, I'm not doing away with my channel for anybody, to be honest with you. So just go ahead and put that out there now. But again, I don't mind working with anyone because I am freelancer. So hey, I'm happy for the opportunity. as soon as we get to work, you know what I'm saying, you know, I'll let you guys know exactly where everything is. But yeah, that's just pretty much what I'm doing, just working out the last little few kinks and trying to get all the setups and everything like that together. And hopefully, like I said, next week, you know what I'm saying, I'll be on Hawks Digest.
Well, hey man,
Appreciate you, Mike.
Yeah, definitely, Mike. It couldn't happen to a better person. You know, I've worked with you just about every day. You definitely have integrity. You definitely care, and you bring it every day, man. You bring it every day. There's never a moment I call you where you're just like, you're like, hey, man, let's go, whatever it is. So, hey, man, I want to wish you success in your future endeavors, and hey, man, onward and upward. You know what I mean? It's just the beginning, Chris, and hey, man, you keep on doing your thing, and hey, I'm gonna use your words. You keep on being generational, and you know, there you go.
Gotta be
that's
generational, man.
Gotta
Hey,
be
man,
generational.
gotta be generational. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, man. At the end of the day, you know, that's what it's all about, man. Being the best version of yourself, and that's what I'm working on, man. And hopefully everyone out there is doing the same.
Amen, brother. Amen. Well, hey, to everyone in the chat who joined us, thank you so much for giving us just a little bit of your time this morning. You could have been anywhere in the world. You chose to be with us. Can't do anything but thank you. Got to thank the Lord. Thank you, God, for giving me this opportunity to be here, waking me up this morning, protecting my family, protecting y'all's family, protecting everybody's family. And hey, man, again, I'm going to echo Chris's sentiment. Everybody be safe out there. If you don't have to be out there on those streets, don't do it. You know, I don't know if DoorDash is dashing today. I doubt it. But hey, you know what I mean? Just go to the fridge and hey, man, make your peanut butter and jelly sandwich or whatever's in there. And hey, make it a day, man. Enjoy yourself. You know, Netflix, Prime, you know, all these apps, watching some TV. I think it's a game tonight, right? Ohio State plays tonight. Check out Ohio State, you know.
I think so.
Hey,
Yeah. I think they
yeah.
still do it. So
Hey,
yeah,
man.
man. Then it's Friday, man. It's Friday anyway. So you know,
It's
hey, man.
Friday, man. It is Friday, and you know what a weekend, man. A winter wonderland weekend. Just, I mean, look at least you're only going to miss one day at work. I would imagine by Monday the snow would be gone. So you know, I just think it's great, man. But yeah, man. You can find me at one time for the fan.
Well, you know,
What?
real quick, P. Will. Well, you know, yeah, they may be off, but you know, people who work from home, you know.
Yeah, matter of fact, hey,
they still got work to do.
I got to log on at probably 12 o'clock today, man. 12 or 1, whatever. But you know,
Right.
still, I can't complain, man. Look, I'm working from home. You know what I mean? I got snacks around me. I mean, it's all good. I mean, better than having to get in that traffic. Now, if I had to get in that traffic, bro, I wouldn't be going today. I can tell you that.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I have to get out there in that traffic, man. But I'm glad today is not one of those that really. I'm glad that this weekend is not gonna be one of those weekends. So you know.
Yeah, that's true, man. Well, hey, man, you can reach me. You can see me at One Time for the Fan on Sunday, Wednesdays at 8 p.m., Friday mornings at 9 a.m., although I think we're going to get started this morning, maybe around 10 or 11. I don't know. Whenever Jack says, you guys stay tuned. I can also be found on Beard Gang Thursday mornings at 10 a.m. And, of course, on this channel for my ATL Sports 1, again, the number 4, my ATL Sports, the number 1 on YouTube. Again, please like, share, and subscribe. Hey, man, you know, help your boy out. I need all the subscribers I can get. We're trying to build a channel. If you like the content, hey, please, you know, again, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, you know, let us know. And I'm on for my ATL Sports 1 Monday mornings at 10 a.m., Tuesday mornings at 8 a.m., Monday mornings at 10 a.m., Friday mornings at 8 a.m., and Friday nights at 7 p.m. So there you go. I'm out here trying to do it, out here trying to build, you know, as all content creators are, especially me and Chris. You guys have an amazing day. Last but not least, I got to thank Mr. Jack Spade, creator, content creator of One Time for the Fan, giving me my shot in this business and let me start. And also my brother, Eric Parker, for talking to Jack and helping me get my start in this business. And hey, man, you guys have a great weekend. Those of you who want to tune in tonight at 7 p.m., do so. I will have Mr. John Karisic, and we will be talking the Falcons draft and what they can do. Mr. Scott Karisic is a whiz when it comes to those Falcon spreadsheets and capologists and all that other stuff. I have no idea what that stuff means, but he's going to help us out. It'll be a quick show, probably from 7 to 7:45. So, hey, look, if you can, you know what I mean? If you're not watching the game, I think the game comes on around 8, 7:30 or whatever. Hey, check us out. Tune in. And again, please like, share, and subscribe. You guys have an amazing day. Go Hawks, go Falcons, go Braves, rise up.